Langlois versus oldspicemike. So this is also for the tiebreaker, but this is for the relegation tiebreak. This should be a good game. Both of these two be playing and building a lot in SVOU. I like the teams. This is the same team. oldspicemike always uses this team, but there's like a Darkrai over this sometimes. This all he uses with Dragon Dance Kyurem. He uses this shit like so many times. But it's a solid structure. It's a solid structure. This is a crazy team, I'm not gonna lie. Rillaboom with this. Nah, this is definitely a crazy team. But like crazy in a bad way. Alright, let's see. Cause I don't like Rillaboom. I like Rotom though. Oh no. Wisp turn 1 is honestly kind of crazy. Why not just Hydro Pump? There's no switching. And the Kyurem is DD. We know that from the team. Whatever. Wisp again. Maybe trying to force Pain Split. But you can't Pain Split after Noise. Why did Noise do so much? Trying to catch the Heatran. Trying to stay in on Nuzzle. I don't know. Been there myself. Heatran comes in. Heatran's actually... Oh, Landers comes in there. That was a nasty play, oldspicemike. That was a nasty play. Heatran's actually pretty good into this team, though. It can check a lot of shit. Especially because the Kyurem is going to be more than likely Dragon Dance, Terra Fire. Sometimes they run Terra Electric, but Heatran will beat that regardless, so... Heatran's actually stupidly crazy in this game. You got to just beat Zama. I don't know if it's going to be Fairy or Ghost, but the Terra candidate might go to Bolt, turning Fairy and going for game at a certain point in the battle. Because Bolt can sweep this shit pretty easily. Hatterene comes in on Pain Split. Okay, Volt Switch. Nice play. Yeah, good. You got a Volt Switch there, actually. Get something going. Is it not Pain Split? It could also not be Pain Split. Rocks go up. Nice play, nice play. The Rocks going up is really good. You need that shit out the way. Kyurem and the Iron Moth can't come in at 100 unpunished. U-turn is clicked. Great Tusk comes in, speed boost. Big U-turn. Damn, that's tough because the Tusk gets its booster exhausted immediately. If EQ was clicked, then it was completely fine. Langlois probably thought that because Rotom and Rilla are so free, EQ is going to come out rather than going for... I get going to Great Tusk. That's a tough play. Once you want to, because you want to keep the Rotom sack. You don't want to U-turn for no reason. I mean, you don't want to go Rotom on U-turn and give up your sack for no reason. Heatran comes in on Draining Kiss, which is good. Iron Moth comes in on Magma Storm or what? So Moth is definitely not clicking Terra Blast Ground if it's trapped. Okay, T-Spike dies. T-Spike's pretty nasty though, because the Tusk we already realized is not boots. So even if Langlois gets a Rapid Spin off in this game. Also, this is a big threat now, which is Earthquake, now that Rotom's dead. Kyurem comes in. Interesting. Nice Volt Switch. Owned. That was an ownage Volt Switch. Garganacl comes in. It's time to get started. Facts. Also, that was a good switch by Mike to stop Great Tusk from coming in and getting off a Rapid Spin. That was a nice play. Volt Switch does 14, so I can't decipher anything about that Kyurem. I'm pretty sure that Kyurem is still boots though. Or not boots, sorry, Dragon Dance. That's what they usually are. Iron Defense gets clicked. Curse gets clicked. It's leftover Za though, so it's probably Roar. But like, this team is absolutely fucked by Za Roar anyways. And then this is in range. So I think I mean, this team is cooked by Za, but I think instead of trying to set up alongside it, because you already saw leftovers, so you know it's IDEF, I think you have to go into your Tusk and click Rapid Spin, and then make your Bolt Terra... I mean, like, it's either Bolt becomes Terra Fairy, or Heatran becomes Terra Fairy, but you have to go Tusk instead of this and get the spin off. And then go for some Fairy Bolt or Fairy Heatran route, assuming those are the Terras. I'm pretty sure the Bolt is at least Terra Fairy, but Heatran, it can go either way. I usually run Terra Fairy. I haven't ran a Heatran in fucking months. Heatran's pretty shy though, I like it. Anyways, Roar means that Za will have this packed up at this point. This is an ambitious team. Grassy. I wonder if it's leftovers Raging Bolt. Heatran's Flame Body. Pulls the Flame Body so Guard can recover. Heavy Slam is different. Heavy Slam is pretty cool though, because this team is weak to like Enamorous or some random shit like that. I don't know, that shit hits hard. Bolt, Fairy, Heatran, Ghost. Shout out to Leng in the chat. Facts. Then yeah, maybe Heatran turning Ghost. I guess then you'll lose to one of these guys. But that was still probably the... Okay, so it is that lefties Bolt. Shit had to be lefties with the Rillaboom in the back. Landers comes in on T-Bolt. Okay. It's a good switch. You gotta keep that. What's it called? You gotta keep that shit alive. Earthquake, clicks Grassy. What's this? I like SD Rillaboom. I like it with Life Orb. Terra Dark. And try to kill Petrant and shit. It's like a fishy set. It's not like super good. But SD Rillaboom has some use case. That does nothing because the Bolt is too defensive. But you can see how defensive it is. It took 39 from Katao. Goes back into Landers. You got to keep that Iron Head just in case. Yeah. It'd be hard to make new teams over and over and over again. This team not bad though. I actually like Heatran. Heatran is like, how do I explain it? It's like, some games, man, it'll be the most piece of shit Pokemon you could have brought. But some games, you'll be like, yes. I've been waiting on the big Heatran, the big Heatran team matchup. Crazy roll compression. Nah, it can be super tough to keep on making new teams. But Heatran, yeah, facts. Heatran is solid. Flame Body is cool too. You could Grassy terrain we haven't seen in a while, like super often. But Grassy at least lets you run some greedy Pokemon. Like this is a annoying team to play. If 3 different Pokemon have leftovers and then Rillaboom is enabling that. But we used to see those offenses with Rilla plus Grassy Heatran a lot. I used to even run that shit a lot. Heatran is still a tough mon for me to like just load up. There was only like one time I was using that shit, and it was on already like that. It was like 2023 Specs Dragapult Rillaboom meta. Cause Heatran would wall that. But I like Heatran. Where's it? I wish I could find that team. I probably can't find that team. Let me go to my main. I brought this team to a tournament, and the Heatran did its job. Let me go to Gen 9 OU. I only used Heatran on terrains for the most part. If I like actually wanted to win. Was this it? It was like pretty similar to this. It was more or less this team. This is what all the teams look like. Yeah, it was more or less this. But this is the only time I was running Heatran teams. Yup, and I was rocking AV Rillas. Booster speed Tusk only. Nah, good times, good times. Heatran is good on a lot of structures right now with no moon. That's a fact. Heatran, King Gambit, Garg. A lot of Pokemon are a lot less punished that have defensive roles now in the meta. That's actually a big one though. No more Roaring Moon means Heatran control harder. Gliscor's going down too in usage. I like running what's it called? Roaring Moon as the catch-all to Gambit, since you can just tank Sucker Punch and EQ. I always like that trade. I always feel like that was a good deal back in the day. Wellspring is definitely annoying right now. Metagame is pretty boring. I don't think Wellspring is broken. It's just pretty cheap because of the moon ban. But if anything was to get banned, then I guess it would have to be Wellspring. But that's not what they should do.